Welcome back YouTube. Right, in today's task we're going to sort out shelves for this customer and we are going to use the Rutland's jig. It's just plastic jig and then a drill with a depth stop for your pinholes. We're going to start here. Slow that down a bit. I'm going to start here and then just slowly work our way up. Right then guys, all I want to do now is set out my shelves. So we have just over 600 overall. And I normally do about 530, 540 I'm going to do for my shelves. So at 500, that should be well out my way of the hinges. Always check the hinges are going to be out of the way. Yeah, in fact, I'm probably going to do my shelves at 520. So I'll come in at 470. And then, time to shine again for the laser. If you guys are the average DIYer, and for obvious reasons you guys don't have a jig, these are just 5mm holes every 32mm. It's just I'm obviously blessed and gifted with that only plunges about 5mm. I will show you later in the video some other things you can do to create one of these at home with any drill bit. So we've got the holes down the back. Now we've got these locked down the front. Wow, what will you? And then we just repeat it on this side. Right then guys, so we've made plenty of doors. Let's make some shelves. 520, 520. All right, get to the track saw. Ah, it was on there like that, right, nice. We have one. 520, and then another 520. Beautiful. That's 2 at 520. Now for the third. 520, 520. Romeo done with the old tape. Right, wicked. All right then guys, just cut a shelf down. Two shelves. All right then guys, remember to take your arises off, all those rough edges. There we go. Just rubbed them down. It's come real windy all of a sudden, guys. Right, let's lip this one up. That lipping is miles too big. Miles too big. Sharp saw, pin gun. Welcome back, YouTube. We're now inside and we're now going to fit these wonderful doors. I don't really have any Pacifics. I kind of just space evenly in the same manner you would swing a door. So I just do 6 and 6 and the center, because these are really tall doors and you don't want them waving. So I put 3 hinges on these tall doors, and to do so, I adjust all of these to the same, which is, I think I covered this in another video, but adjust these. Right, so setting up these hinges to go on, I make this and this as close together as possible. And I make sure that they are all in and as tightly squeezed as possible. So then my doors are the widest point apart for when I'm working out my spacing. So then I can always come in, but I can't go out. And I can always plane a bit off, but I can't, you know, if they're only just touching and I need some more and that's at its max, I've got nothing to give. So setting these up, I literally use this bit as a hook, and then just where the screws are, that then just lightly scuffs. Can you see that mark there, guys? That just lightly scuffs that. I'm not going to do it because I've already done it, but I then set my square up like yay to my depth, and round I go. I do my depth, then I square across like so, and then I just repeat. So 6 up, center, and 6 down. Inches, that is, guys. So like 150 mil, 170 mil, something like that. I just make it relevant to the size of the door that I'm trying to fit. Right, what's in the box? 35 or a 36, or it might be 34. Can't remember. A Forstner bit. This is for specifically cutting the back of kitchen hinges. Right, that's going to go on the drill. Battery on. But before we do any drilling, we need to lift up our door and strike across. So by that I mean, I can't do it and hold the camera, but I've already done it. So I'll see if I can. All right, so when those marks there line up, so will they. And obviously, so will that bottom one. So now that I've got my hinges marked, I just do mine 5mm in. So I do 34 plus 5 is 40. No, 4 and 5 makes 9. 39. Just going to use my tape because the engineer square is annoying. That's not right. Doesn't look right. Yeah, that's definitely not right. Abracadabra. gonna reach out and grab you. Right, so I've just worked out these are 32mm. They're all 32mm. These are 32mm plus I want 5, so I want like 36mm instep, or 32 halved is 16mm. So if I'd done, say, 20mm, I'd have like 4 or 5mm to the outside. And then that's where I can then play around with this screw and adjust this in and out with the plate, carrier plate staying still. So let's adjust that to 20mm, and then let's set this up. Right, let's keep the mess to a minimal, and we're going to cut outside. So I've now found my centre, so I'll just get that like that. I'm going to slide you guys back. So I've got a bit more support under here. Where is it? That's there. Right, that's one. And now let's finally do this one. So all I'm doing, guys, is I'm lining the centre punch here up on my line there. Then that just touches that back. Oh. There we go. Right, so now then, once that's in there like that, it's time to screw these in. Achoo. And it is very important, guys, we get these square. Lovely. Oh, will you stop? Sit that in there, put that on there. Bosh, 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 bosh. Bosh. Right, let's hang you up. Right, guys, so now, knowing that I'm all the way clamped in, and this plate is all the way forward, meaning this is as close to this is as close to this back plate as possible. I can now go round, find the centre of that, and just go whop, something like that, and then I'm going to drill them out. I'm using big drill bits, but not quite as big a drill, so that this has still got plenty of meat to bite. And then making sure I've got the plate the right way around. Lovely job. Now, I'm not saying this is correct or incorrect, good or bad. It's just simply my way of making sure everything's in the right place. So I know that was the centre, I know that was centred, so now when I do that and clip that door on, I'm now on my margin and I should be flush at the bottom. Yeah, I'm a little low. So knowing that I'm a little low, undo, undo. There we go. That actually lifts up like that. So now I'm nearly flush. Right, now again, I'm not saying this is right or wrong, but this is a way you could do it as a DIYer. Make sure that line repeats itself, and then once it hinges here, I adjust this so this is all the way up. I'll make that mark like that. Be careful not to go all the way through. If this was this centre panel behind me, we'd be in trouble. Yeah, that's lifted that. There we go. That is one door on. Show you soft close. Lovely. Right, guys, so I'm not sure whether these got explained very well, but these kitchen hinges, these cabinet hinges, have a offset, and they will be on your packet somewhere. They're not on the packet, but they're on the Screwfix website where I brought them from. So I just do a parallel line across, and then I set these up, and this parallel line is set so that this bit at the back, if I show you on this one, say, just so that that back bit just misses the cabinet, so it just sits like that. We're going to drill these holes. We've now lined this up. Another way you can line these up, definitely for DIYers, I would recommend standing it on something And improvise, guys, it doesn't matter whether you use the Yellow Pages book, showing me age there, I bet that's no longer about. You can just use anything, pile up some books and just space it out. And then I'm lucky enough to have what's called a wind bag, and all I do is blow that up and I can fine adjust to height where I want to sit my door, and I just put my little marks, strike across, and then I set my depth. So now we're going to drill some holes that these fit on, and we've got to put our 32mm holes in here. And again with these, this is like a 32mm hole, so half of that is like 16mm, so I just do 20mm, so that just misses the back. Here we go then, guys. One last thing, which is this end panel. Shelves are in. You've got all your different peg holes, set it up however you want. These just simply measure and cut square. I think I've done a video on the sort of doing these. There's not much more to them than cutting them square and, you know, sanding your arises down so that paint sticks and just making sure things are finished nicely. And that is this cupboard sorted. Ah, and a handle. We need a handle, guys. Not sure if I've done the handles on the last one, guys, so I'm going to cover it again. So when they're next to each other, I do one and then square across so that the floor don't throw you out. If the floor throws you out, your floor might not throw you out, but for this one that's not related, measuring and marking across is more than adequate. You could get the laser out if you wanted to, but if you're a DIY, just measure across. Then we want to square that across, and this always locks up. There we go. I'm going to try not to stand in the way of the camera. That's that squared across. Now I want the centre of my margin. I believe that's 100mm. It is, so we want 50. Let's see what these are, just check. 50mm. Take a drill bit, slightly bigger than your screw. When you do that, just check you've got nothing behind that you're going to catch, and then here's a good trick, especially for the DIYers. Give that a good 5 or 6 turns so you know that that's not going to come out. Get your pencil and hold it on the centre of this, just shape that round, and then come back with your tape. Mark your 50mm or whatever you guys need to mark, and we go again. Here's a pro tip for your DIYers. Your drill bit can be much bigger than your thread, but it doesn't want to be any bigger than your handle. So you can allow a little bit of movement when you want to line your screw up to your hole, but you don't want to be at a point where your hole might show past your handle. So normally, like for 4mm, I'd use 4.5, maybe 5 at a push. Just screw this handle up and you get the end panel on. Always start these screws by hand, guys, because if not, you're asking for a recipe of disaster. Ideally, screw them in by hand permanently. However, tradies, we can control our special expensive drills. Voila. Don't know if you can see that. Boom, welcome back YouTube. Cutting the video off there because I go into doing an end panel, and then I've probably got like another 8 minutes explaining to you guys how I do the end panels. Some brilliant tips coming up in that. So this week's riddle, here we go. You can't taste it unless you undress it. What is it? And as always, these are clean, guys. If you think that you know the answer, comment below. And if you want more time, pause the video. If not, here goes. So the riddle was, you can't taste it unless you undress it. What is it? The answer is a banana. Oh, these are less riddly and more jokey. But unfortunately, I'm out of my Googled top riddles. So if you guys know any... Oh, actually, no, sorry. I've literally got a few more. 1, 2, 3, 3 more. then I'm going to have to start changing it up, because we've done 55 odd videos now, I think. We've been going since April 10th. Super love your engagement, guys. Super love how the channel's growing. Can't thank you guys enough. Thank you, and thank you. Love all the comments coming in. Constructive criticism, the negative, the good, the funny. I ain't fussed. You guys comment whatever you feel you want to comment. And if you're making it this far, pretty please smash that like button. Really helps the channel out. And make sure you're subscribed so that you stay tuned for the uploads on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Got a bit of a weird video that I filmed around farming, agricultural and welding. Not sure if I'm going to post it. If you regular viewers that watch all the way through hear this, comment below if you want me to post it. Might try and post it as like a special on a Sunday, because I don't think it's going to do too well, but you guys let me know. And to note on that, I can't weld. Halfway through, the welder run out of gas, and yeah, I was trying to work out why it was spitting and this, that and the other, and then once I flicked the welder off and I was playing around with the spool reel, I realised when I was holding the trigger, because you pick your tools up and put them in the van. As I picked the tool up, the torch, use the proper terms, Charlie. As I picked the welding torch up and pulled the trigger, obviously it weren't turned on, so it weren't feeding the wire, but normally you hear the and I was like, what? That's a brand new bottle of gas. Why ain't... And yeah, I'd left the gas bottle turned on and that's completely dry. Completely dry. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and thank you for getting involved. Hope you enjoy the channel. Let us know anything you want to see. I'm hearing pergolas, I'm hearing stuff about block paving. I can absolutely do that. I just need the opportunity in my day-to-day work to be able to go through that sort of stuff. If not, don't know what happened then. Camera cut out. Yeah, I'm hearing someone wants a pergola. Someone's asked me about swivel doors, block paving. I've had a question on. I can absolutely help you with them. Just kind of need the actual job to go and work on. A customer to come to me, sort of thing, with that sort of job. Block paving, I might be able to do something with my parents, but we'll see. We'll see. To be fair, I might just do something with my own block paving, but yeah, yeah. You could literally ask me anything from clearing a piece of land off to here you go, there's your new keys to your house. Yeah, apologies on waffling at the end of this video. Hope you like the videos. Pretty please smash the like buttons. Make sure you subscribe. It uploads 3 times a week, and I'm going to bang some cards up so you can look at the channel or another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace. See you in the next one. Bye bye.